We're talking within decades of its discovery by the Europeans, of course, in the late 15th century. It was already being grown, traded, and even mistaken as native, in parts of Asia, Africa, and beyond. We did mention the universe, everyone. Let's begin though with the Portuguese, John. As with so many things in the early modern world, they moved fast, and by 1550, they had introduced the pineapple into India, and not just as a novelty. The subcontinent's tropical climate turned out to be the ideal for the fruit, right? And it thrived. Within a few decades, pineapples were flourishing from Goa to Agra. A traveler, Pete Mundy, visiting Goa not long after, declared that the pineapple deserves the first rank among fruits, calling it more delicious than the best apple back in England. And that's a lot to say. Okay.
Yeah.
And India wasn't the only place where the pineapples laid down roots, literally. The Spanish had their own cultivar, John. They called red Spanish, which they introduced from Latin America to the Philippines. But here, okay, the fruit took an entirely different purpose, everyone. By the 17th century, Filipinos were cultivating pineapples, not for their sweet flesh, but for their leaves. And this is where things get really interesting, because those leaves, once processed, were used to produce piña, a luxurious textile that would become a prized material for traditional garments like the Barong Tagalog. So the pineapple was quite literally being worn as well as eaten.